Hello TikTokers, it's Black Bright News on YouTube, and somebody sent me a video and it was depicting a black woman going into a hair shop, and massive hair shop, and she was asking the shopkeeper, who's speaking to her with an Asian accent, about some products. Anyway, there was something about his face or something, and it's supposed to be a joke because it was on TikTok. And it turns out it's a mixed race guy, and he's wearing a wig and a moustache, and he's speaking in an Asian accent. So she's saying, look, she pulls off the wig and the moustache. I don't know how you'd do that in real life, but it's supposed to be a skit. So she pulls off the wig, and it goes into this little thing about, well, quite a big rant about how he's always wanted to own his hair shop, but black women especially do not go into black hair shops, and they don't buy black. And so he's had to kind of do this cultural appropriation or pretend he's Asian in order to get customers and in order to keep his shop. Now, it made me wonder, well, when I say it made me wonder, why do black women in particular frequent the hair shops? I mean, they're not just Asian hair shops anymore. You've got Turkish, they're from all over the world now, mainly. But you've got basically they're Asian or Arabic, and that's in East African, that part of the world. That's where most of these hair shops come. Even though a lot of the hair comes from China, you don't really find any Chinese hair shops, not where I've been anyway. But I was thinking to myself, what is it why we go to what we call the Indian man shop or the corner shop? I've got a funny feeling it's tradition. I think it's cultural, because when you think about it, our parents would always go to the Indian man shop. They'd always go to the corner shop, and I'm talking about in the 50s, 60s, because they always used to be open, they were convenient, they were just around the corner, and it wasn't about us not patronising our own back then, because we didn't have shops back then. You know, the way we entertained ourselves, the way we had businesses was different types, whether it was partying, whether it was whatever, mechanic, whatever little businesses we had. It didn't tend to be corner shops like in the 50s, 60s and 70s. It was mainly Indian shops, what we call Indian, but they could be from Pakistan, they could be from Sri Lanka, they could be from anywhere, but they were Asian shops. So we get beaten up for following a tradition that our parents set. And I'm not saying that we should or we should not patronise these shops, but what I am saying is that it is a kind of a misnomer as to why we go there. And yes, recently we've seen patrons being disrespected and ill-treated, and you need to question. But now, more recently, I kind of asked the question only because now we do have black shops. We have at least one black shop in each town. There might just be one as opposed to 10 Asian shops, but we do have one at least. It could be a hair shop. Well, I don't really see many black hair shops, but we have cake shops and food shops and restaurants and stuff like that. But all I'm saying is that now, if you go to, I sometimes pop into a Indian man shop, hair shop, and the quality recently, over the last maybe year or two, I think since COVID, is absolute crap. It's almost like they think that we do not know quality. The standard has dropped big time, so I don't go there anyway anymore. If I want hair, it's easier for me, even though it's a risk, but I do check the reviews to get it online. But having said that, we do have a black hair shop called Mia locally. So if I did want to patronize or want some exotic hairstyle or some hair products, I could go there. But all I'm saying is that a lot of people, when they're going to Indian man shops, they really need to think twice, because why are you going? You're not getting a bargain. You're not getting quality anymore. The food that we used to get used to be quality. Now, I went to a Sri Lanka shop the other day because it's near to where I work, and I wanted some green bananas. And I wanted those Bora bananas. And they have good quality products. So I'm likely to buy it from there. But the only thing is that it's expensive. But if that was a black shop, I would buy it from there as well. So for me, I think because we're in a society where we're looking for convenience and expedience and efficiency, and we just want something yesterday, I think that's why people go to support these Indian shops. I think it's out of damn laziness. I really do. I don't think it's because they don't want to patronize black shops. I really don't think so. And it definitely cannot be because the Asian shops are providing quality, because the ones near where I live, I'm not saying all of them, but the ones near I live, their standard has dropped big time. I'd have to go down to Brixton or, I don't know, Peckham maybe, if I wanted quality hair or quality wigs. And then there's so much competition, they have to up the ante. But all I'm saying is that, where we can support them, we should, especially if they're in your area, and driving a couple of miles out is not going to break the bank. And if you can support your own, please do. But I don't want black shop owners to think it's mainly because black people don't want to buy from black. I don't think that is the case. The only thing they may say is that they're more expensive than the Asian shops. But nowadays, if you were to really compare, are they really? Are they really more expensive? You better check that out, because they're not. When you're thinking about the quality that you're going to get from one of those shops, which are just kind of buying wholesale and just sticking everything on the shelf, and you're not getting anything that's unique or anything that's different, you may not be getting quality. You might be getting quantity, and in certain cases it might be cheaper. But for like, I think it's probably worth checking it out, even if it's just, to do some kind of investigation and see what's what. I think we have become a bit complacent though. And this isn't about taking sides, it's about value for your money, value for your pound. And that is what people are looking for. It's not about it's not about supporting black people just because they're black. No, you're supporting black people because they can provide comparable quality to everybody else at a comparable price. And okay, because they can't buy as much, it might be a little bit more expensive, but it's about making that sacrifice and supporting them. So you're not buying crap in favour of, just because you don't want to go drive a mile or two out to get, to buy it from somewhere where you could get quality. So yeah, I don't know what you think about this video. I'd like your thoughts on it. And yeah, I think that's all I'm going to say for now. I'm Black Bright News, you know me. My hair is all over the place. It's ironic because I'm thinking to myself, oh, where did I get this one from? Where did I get this wig from? And I know where I got it from. I actually got it online. And it is a good quality. It's just that I've had it for maybe 2 or 3 years. But for me, it still looks in good nick. I'd much prefer to pay a little extra and get something decent than to go to one of these local corner shops. I am not going to be robbed. And the thing is, What I don't like is that it's like they're taking the pee, because it's almost like they think we don't know quality, and I think that pees me off.